Hi, welcome to my 2024 flip through of my reading journal. Hi, my name is Anika and I am the creator of this page. I want to say thank you for joining me in this very first flip through of my reading journal. I hope that you enjoy this video as much as I enjoy filming this for you. I decided to do this this year because it was so important for me to do something different, and this is so exciting to me. So I hope that you enjoy. If you would like to be a part of my creative team, click on that red subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you will not miss any of my uploads, and comment below if you enjoy this video. I am showing you right now my Archer and Olive 8x8 square reading journal for the very first time, y'all. This is so beautiful from the back to the front cover. So let's get into it. Y'all, I'm so excited about starting this reading journal. And so I'm going to go through everything with you and let you see my whole setup. I'm so excited. So on this side here, I have my library card. I ordered majority of this stuff from Amazon, like the paper and everything. The stickers are from my shop. I kind of enhanced them, made them bigger for me because I have a bigger journal. So I did that for myself, but I do have them at normal size. But I have my library card here, and this was the very first book that not the very first book that I read, but for January, that was the very first book that I read. And this is the book here. It's Gold, Alexandra House. I love this book. And so it's about a hockey player and his wife, but it goes into so much. And I love it. It has a lot of things about how his father, about his mother, mental illness. It goes to talk about miscarriages, relationships with, siblings and all of that. I just loved it. But I started this book on January 4th, which is a Thursday, and ended on January 6th. So I've started my next book, so I need to change this card out, and I guess I need to turn it over because I am reading. Well, y'all, I'm not actually reading this book. I decided not to read this book, Get a Life, Chloe Brown. This book. I picked up another book, so that's why I need to change this card out, because I decided not to read that book yet because I wanted to read another book. So the book that I'm currently reading is Make It Scene. It's a novel by Minnie Grace. And so that's what I'm reading now. It's such a cute cover. And so that's what I'm reading now. I didn't want to start Get a Life, Chloe Brown yet. It is a series, so I wanted to start this book first. So let's get back into my reading journal. So on this side, I have this beautiful doll here. Her name in the shop is called Brick, but it's smaller. I enhanced this picture to make it bigger to fit this page. And then I have my name here. And I don't know where exactly I get this quote from. Words have the power to change us, but I love it. I love words. I do. And so that's why I want to use this quote. I heard it somewhere. I quickly wrote it down, and I didn't get the name of it, but I can research it or whatever. But at this point, I wanted to use it. I love it because words have the power to change us for sure. So the next page is my intro page, reading journal. And I also have a bookish collection on my website, Anika's Creative Closet. So all of these stickers come from there. And so with this sticker, of course, I made it a little bit bigger to fit my page, and the rest of the stickers are the same. I use my silhouette to print out my stencils because I didn't want to do it. So I went ahead and print them out on my silhouette. And for the 2024, I use an actual stencil that my daughter has, and I loved it, and so that's why that's there. Reading is lit. I have some books, some florals, and like a bookstore, and she's outside reading her book. So let's move on. So next, I have a reading tracker. My goal really was to read 24 books, 2 books a month, but I wanted to stretch myself a little bit. I wanted to put a reading goal of 40, but I use it as a reading tracker. So I want to see if I can read 40 books this year. I am trying to do that. I read every night, so actually I can go ahead and color this in because I already finished my first book, which was Goal, and so I'm on my second book, and it's the 9th of January. So I'm on a good track, right? I'm on a good track. So I use some craft paper that I got from Amazon, and the washi came from Amazon. So I have this pack of washi that I order on Amazon, and I love it. I really do. It has different kinds, and that's what I use. I also have this one. I haven't used it yet, but I also purchased that. Now, with the stamping, I have this alphabet and number symbol here, and it has all of the stamping that you need, and it's rubber. So I love it. And the only thing I do is just put it in some ink and stamp it. I love this thing. So go ahead and put that to the side. So that's what I use for the reading tracker. I use some washi here and the craft paper. The washi tape here at the bottom. The dolls I got from my shop. These are the actual sizes. And I love reading. Books save my life. And a little coffee and some stacks of books. So that is my reading tracker for 2024. Y'all, I absolutely love this page. Every time I watch videos with people who have their covers of their books, I was fascinated with it, and I was like, okay, this is one thing that I'm going to have in my journal. So this is the 24 books in 2024. Honestly, y'all, these are almost all the books that I have so far, or some of them are coming. So I have the Lucy Score, Things We Hide from the Light, Things We Left Behind, Things We Never Got Over. I have this one. Kennedy Ryan has become my very favorite book. I'm going to tell you, in December, I actually started in December, wanted to get back into reading, and so I did read 2 books in December. It's not going to be recorded in this journal. I probably should have, because I really wanted to, but I didn't. So I read Kennedy Ryan's Before I Let Go. Y'all, I love this book. For me, it's a 5-star. I love it. It was emotional. I've cried. I can relate to some of the things that they were talking about in this book. It is so emotional. It goes on with relationship with a husband and wife. They got a divorce, but it's just a really great dynamic to me that she really broke everything down. It talks about therapy. It talks about your relationship with your children, relationship with your, ex-husband, all of those things. It was just a great read. And hopefully you will get to read this book, because the second one is coming out in March, which is This Could Be Us, Kennedy Ryan. So, y'all, if you can tell, I have a lot of Kennedy Ryan books up here, right? Because I really want to read her books. I really do. So some of the books I already have, but this one come out in March. I got this the other day. So Brittany Cherry, I read one of her books in December, the holidays. I would tell y'all, I thought this was it. When I tell you it was a romantic comedy, it was. I laugh at some of the things on here, but I really love this book as well. So you don't have to read it for the holidays. It's up to you. I love this book. I mean, it's up to you when you want to read a book, because maybe you want to read it in July, Christmas in July, whatever. But I thought this was a really good book. And it was funny, and I really enjoyed it. It takes a lot for me not to like a book, but okay. I did start a book in January 1st, matter of fact. I could not get through it. I don't mind cussing and sexual things in a book, but this book had too much cussing. Like every line had a cuss word, and I was like, I can't do it. I tried. Maybe I'll go back later, but I just couldn't get through it. But I might share that book with y'all. But anyway, so we have like Disgrace. I just got that in the mail. Let's see. I don't have The Queen Move, because it's a series of this book, The Kingsmaker and Rebel King. I think those are the series. If I'm not mistaken. My Soul to Keep, Down to Soul. All of these a lot of these are about Kennedy Ryan books. Hoop Shorts and Get a Life, Chloe Brown is what I have here. I got Mixtape as well. I do have You Make It Feel Like Christmas. I do have that book. I wanted to read that on Christmas, but I just didn't have the time to do it. Holding is the book that I'm currently reading. Am I currently reading? No, the book that I read, Goal, is a series, so that's the next part. Holding, so I have to get that book because I definitely want to read it. And so Goal is right here. I've read that. And so majority of these are either Alexander House, Kennedy Ryan, Brittany Cherry, Lucy Score. But I have other books that I want to read, and other books that didn't make it on my 24 books in 2024. I really want to read those authors, because I really fell in love with Kennedy Ryan, for sure. So this is my very favorite page, besides the other one. I really love this. This is my books. I know there's more than 40 books. I can't tell you how many books. I know it was in the description of when I purchased this off of Etsy. So I did purchase this off of Etsy. And y'all, I have to get the name of, let me see if it's in here. Yes, it is. I have another paper. So I did order 2. So I got this from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, and I will link it in my description. It's a reading tracker. I don't use it as a reading tracker because I use the other as a reading tracker. Yes, have more than one. So I use this as books. So I'm going to list, like right here for January, I already list my goal. Book that I read, A House. That's how I'll do mine. And so that's what I'll do. So it's like January, how many books that I've read. And it's what I love about this, because it's not in order. So my whole goal is to, I don't have to fill up this page, but I didn't want to color it. I know it says a color guide by month, but I decided that I don't want to color this. I just want it to be black and white. So I got this from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. I love it. It's 3 sheets. And so I think it's beautiful. I did get another one. I wish I had it right here to show you, but I don't. But I love how this came out. It's just, to me, it's just so amazing how everything fit, and I was able to put this together the way that I love. I thought about putting, you know what? I think that I'm gonna go ahead and put some washi down here, just like on the top, to make it kind of like even out a little bit. I think that's what it needs at the bottom, and then I'll cut it off. So, you know, hey, it's just something that I seen. And so while I am talking to you, I can just go ahead and make that happen. Make that happen. Let's be complete. I'll kind of trim it up a little bit when I finish. Ooh, yes, that's so much better than seeing that white space on there. I love it. Okay, so let me make sure that y'all in frame. And so I love how this page came out. So go over to JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop and get you your book trackers. The next page is my 2024 TBR. So I'm thinking that I'm going to use either a highlighter to highlight the books that I want to read. So the TBR is to be read, which books I want to read. People let me know what they're reading. I may put it to my list. I honestly love romance first. I like maybe a little bit of mystery, fantasy, thrillers. But my number one is romance. I love romance, but I really do. And so that's my number one, but I will try to get other books as well. I did get a nonfiction Christian book. I'll do that, but my number one is romance. So I used Dutch doors. I cut this out and put a little tab right here and right here. And so I was thinking for this one, putting a tab for this page, and for the back page, I'll put a tab here and a tab here for the back page, and for the middle page, and then right here. So just to kind of balance it out, I thought about I should have did 3 pages of it, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas that I can write the books that I need. So I did a Dutch door. I thought that was so cute. Just open it up. So adorable. And so that is it. So the next page is going into my January 2024. I thought about putting books here, but I was like, no, I'm just going to leave it like this. The January I made is a stencil font that I made off of not Canva, but I made off of my Silhouette design studio. And so here I have this doll under my bookish stickers, but I actually made it a little bit bigger. I love it. I love how it came out. This was actually one of my favorite dolls, one of my favorite bookish dolls. I really love it. And the paper that you see on all of, I forgot to tell you, this is another craft paper that I have, and it has a lot of words on it from the dictionary. So I love it. And so that's why words, I wanted to kind of like stick to that theme throughout this journal, dealing with words that you can see. And I love how this came out. And so we have some washi up here, and down here we have a stack of books. Here I did a stamp of a calendar, and then I just wrote in the numbers. At first I was going to like put down the days that I picked up my book. I'm not sure. I probably should. I read the 4th, 5th. I did read the 1st and the 2nd. The 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. I didn't read the 8th. I read the 7th, but not the 8th, not Monday, because I went to bed really early. And then tonight I will read, because it is Tuesday. I'm filming this, January 9th. And then my next one, with the book that I read, Goals, I wanted to write down the main character. I thought about stamping something right here saying first book read or something. I may put something here because I think something needs to be here. Maybe some washi or something like that, because I think it's like a little plain. So I just thought it was plain. So I want to write down my thoughts. I wanted to write down my main character. The book is a part of a series. It is. And my thoughts. I wanted to make sure that I had my goals. The title of the book, the author, when it was published, pages, genre is romance, when I started and when I finished. Basically the same thing that I wrote here. So what I'll do is when I'm finished, I'm going to add it here. And that is it. I'm going to add it here. And then we'll go on, because I'm not going to use the back of this. I'm not going to use it. So that is the end of my reading journal, y'all. So that's the end of the flip through of my journal. I hope that you enjoyed this flip through of my reading journal. I hope that you will come back and see how I progress in my reading. And if you have any suggestion of any good books to read on romance, fantasy, mystery, all of those, hey, put them in the description for me. And then I hope that you have a wonderful day. And listen, as I stated before, words have the power to change us. So I will talk to y'all on my next video.